And so again, we're kind of in this crouching position, twisting up, twisting. Yeah, nice. Sitting as low as you feel comfortable. We'll do like 4 more, 2 more per side. Oop. I'm blaming Eden for all the problems for the rest of the day, actually. Anything that goes wrong today, it's your fault. All right. Okay, so then we can go ahead and stand up. And the next thing that we're going to do is, we actually haven't done this in a long time. I was like looking back at the notes, but we're going to do some of our knee hugs into a lunge and then a twist. And so you may recognize these. We used to do them all the time. And then just kind of stepping back, inchworming back, and then switch legs. Nice big knee hug into a lunge, kind of taking your time in each spot as you want, and then a twist. And you can step back or you can inchworm back, whatever feels good to you. Nice big knee hug, lunge, and twist. All right, and so the next thing that we're going to do is move into a little bit of strength work. And so if you have a dumbbell or an item, a kettlebell, whatever you have around, 1 or 2 can work depending on what you have. And I'll show you the movements and then you can kind of decide what you want to do. And so the first one is going to be a glute bridge floor press. So we're going to be laying on the ground. I swear, Eden, you're making me so mad today. You're going to lay flat on the ground, and your dumbbell's going to be resting on your chest. Your feet will be flat, and you're going to squeeze your glutes so that your hips will come up into the air, and then we're going to press that dumbbell up, straight up overhead. And then you're going to bring it down nice and slow and up fast. Nice and slow on the way down, up fast. Squeezing your glutes so your hips stay high the whole time. And so, again, if you have 2 dumbbells, maybe you want to use 2 dumbbells. You could have 1 in each hand. That'd be fine, too. Or maybe you have 1 kind of lighter dumbbell. You could do 1 arm at a time, even. And so hips high and just do pressing up on 1 arm and then lowering down and then back up. And we're looking for like 10 total reps. So if you're doing 5 per arm or maybe 10 per arm, depending on your weight. But you can decide what makes the most sense for like 10-ish reps. And again, I'm going to try to keep it light today, so I'm just going to stick with my 1 dumbbell. And really focus on keeping your hips high. And then once you've done those 10, we're going to stand up, and you're going to have your dumbbells still. And this will kind of be the same thing. You can have options with if you want to use 1 item or 2 items, whatever makes sense for you with what you have. But we're going to be hinging forward, so slight bend in your knees, deep hinge in your hips. Your back is going to stay nice and flat, shoulder blades down and back, and you're just going to pull your item up to your chest. And then back down nice and slow. Pulling it up to your chest. Back down nice and slow. And same thing, we're looking for like 10-ish reps. And if you want to, you could use, like if you have 2 dumbbells available to you, you could hold 2 dumbbells and you could pull both of them at the same time. If your 1 dumbbell is like a manageable weight and you want to try and do it with 1 hand, you could do 1 arm, 1 dumbbell, and do like 5 per side or 10 per side, whatever makes sense for what you have today. But we're kind of looking for a 10-ish type number on the bent rows. And so go ahead and go for it, depending on what your item is and what you have for you. You could add a little hold at the top if you want. And then the next one we're going to do is going to be just a strict shoulder press in a kneeling stance. And so same thing, you can decide to have one dumbbell that you hold with both hands, and we're just going to press up overhead. Same thing, nice and slow and steady, looking for like 10-ish reps. But the trick with this one is we're going to do 10 in this position, and then you're going to switch legs and do 10 in the other position as well. So you're going to do extra reps on this one, so maybe sticking to just one dumbbell will feel nice. And as your arms get tired, really focus on squeezing through your glutes. Keep your hips square. Squeeze the ground. You don't want to be wobbling around. And again, we're going to do 10 in each leg position. And so once you finish with those, we're going to go back to the glute bridge press. And you'll just have the next like 10 minutes to work through sets of that. And so I'll keep narrating where I'm at, but if you're ready to kind of go at your own pace, you can just keep cruising through these movements at a pace that you like. And again, I'll keep narrating. And I'm going to take a little sip of water before I go into the next set. And so the next one was that glute bridge floor press. For 10 reps. And the bent row would be next. And again, moving at your own pace if you're ready for it. Someone was trying to call me. Who's calling me? Nobody calls me. And the kneeling press, yes. Y'all are after it. Nice job. And short break if you need, and we'll go back around. We're going to try to fit in 4 rounds. So hopefully 2 more. Keeping a nice flat back for those bent row. Keeping your hips high. Slight bend in your knees is good. A little squeeze at the top if you want. Extra hold. Ooh, starting to feel those. And yeah, we still have plenty of time, so we can totally do 1 more set. Squeezing your glutes, getting your hips high on these glute bridge press. Nice and slow on the way down. Stay in control. I hope everyone's having a lot of fun standing up and sitting down for the glute bridge floor press, because we're going to do that in the workout too. All right, we'll take the next minute or two to finish up what you're working on. or rest some more if you want. And rest some more, I should say. Okay. So for the next part, you can have one or two items available to you. Again, you can maybe decide based on what you have after I explain what we're going to do. But the first thing we're going to practice is some cleans. And so we're going to do some cleans for the next part, and I just wanted to give us a chance to practice them really quick. So you could have your item in both hands for this part, and we're just going to practice that little hinge, so keeping your back flat, slightly dipping forward, bending your knees, bending your hips, keeping the weight really close to you, and then you're going to shrug with your shoulders, send your hips through, squeezing your glutes, pulling with your back, and just pop that dumbbell up and punch through with your arms so that your elbows come through, and you'll catch it at your chest. And so what's important is that your grip allows this item, when you're holding it in both hands, to move. If you're doing it with one dumbbell in one hand, you don't need the dumbbell to rotate around too much, but you can still practice having that light grip, getting the pop on the dumbbell so that it's moving, it's popping through the momentum you're getting off of the pull with your legs and your hips, rather than just curling it with your arm. So having a light grip will help you practice that. And so we're just going to be cleaning from your hips up to your shoulders for this workout today. And so maybe just give yourself a little practice. We're going to be doing as many as 18 reps of them at a time. And so you can think about having a nice manageable weight to move around today, or a nice manageable item. So if it feels like it's a pretty good weight and you can move it around very manageably, that's good. It should feel not too difficult right now. We're not trying to go heavy on these today. How do those feel? Does anyone have any questions about those? I know we do them sometimes, but a lot of times we gloss right over them, so. Yeah, y'all are pros. Cool. Okay, and so then the other two moves that we're going to work on is going to be, one of them is going to be a renegade row. And so what that's going to be is a push-up plus a row with each arm. And so you can do this with two items or with one. And so I'll show you with one. And so what you're going to do is you're going to be in a plank, or if you need to put your knee down, that's fine. Or you can be in a plank. Either way is good. And you're going to just row that item up to your chest. And again, if your knee's down, that's fine. And then you're going to switch hands to the other side and do the same thing. Row, again, knee down or in a plank. And so you're going to row one time per arm and then a push-up. And that's one rep. So one of each moves is one rep. I know I explained it, row, row, push-up, but you could row, push-up, row. You could push-up, row, row. It doesn't matter. Just one of each is one rep. And so if you do have two items, you could keep both in your hands, and that makes it slightly easier because you don't have to switch your hands around, but it's really still the same movement. So those are the renegade rows. Feels good. And then the other one we're going to do is a plank dumbbell slide. So you're going to be in a plank, and you're going to reach under your body, grab your dumbbell, and pull it across. And then put your hand back down and then switch to the other hand, reaching under, pulling it through. So you're pulling the dumbbell, not pushing it every time to the other side. And this one as well, if you want to put your knees down, that's totally fine. So if my shoulder starts to feel tired, I might just put my knee down just in case. Which is cool. You can put your knee down. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have 3 kind of short times to get as many reps as you can. And so it'll start with 6 minutes, and we're going to do 36 of the slides. So each one counts. So it'll be 1, 2, again, in the plank position, 4, 5, until you get to 36. And then you're going to do 18 of the cleans, followed by 9 of the ren rows. And we'll do that for 6 minutes. And so you just do as many rounds as you can for 6 minutes. And again, it'll be 36 slides, 18 cleans, 9 ren rows for the first one. And then we'll rest 2 minutes. And then we'll do a 4-minute as many reps as we can of the same movements, but we'll drop the reps down to 24 slides, 12 cleans, 6 Ren rows. And so I'll explain all the numbers for each one every time. Like, let's just focus on one little chunk at a time, because again, we're going to have 2 minutes to rest between. And then we're going to do a last 2-minute workout with 12, 6, and 3. And so again, the reps will change and the time will change, but we'll have 2 minutes to rest between each one. And they get shorter each time. And so it's going to start with 6 minutes. Yeah, let's do it. And so it's going to start with 36 of the dumbbell slides, and we're going to start with our 6-minute workout. And it'll go 36, 18, 9 for the first one. And we'll start in 10 seconds. Starting with the slides. In 3, 2, 1, go! So 36 slides and then 18 cleans. And then it'll be 9 of the Ren rows. Dang, going from the Ren rows to the dumbbell slides is not going to be fun. We're almost halfway. Halfway. 2 more minutes. More seconds. Three, 2, 1. Rest. Take 2 minutes to rest. And then we're going to start back at the beginning, no matter where you left off. And it'll be 24 of the dumbbell slides, 12 cleans, 6 run rows. 24, 12, 6. And we're going to go for 4 minutes this time. 4 minutes, 4. Where can you see my hands? Maybe get some water if you have it nearby. We're going to rest 1 more minute. More seconds to rest, and then we'll have 4 minutes to do 24 slides, 12 cleans, 6 run row. Starting with the slides. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go! halfway. "45 seconds left." "15 seconds." Three, two, one. Rest. 2 minutes to rest. And then next time, yeah. Oh, I was just going to say we're going to rest 2 minutes, and then we're going to do a 2-minute set at 12 slides, 6 cleans, 3 red rows. No, we'll just stretch a little bit, cool down. That'll be the end. Yes, I know. We did it. I always try to squeeze too much in. 30 more seconds to rest. Eden wishes he could be in my lap while I do the workout. Doesn't work like that. 10 more seconds. And we'll start with the slides again. 12 slides, 6 cleans, 3 red rows for 2 minutes. Ready, set, go! One more minute. Thirty more seconds. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Nice work, everybody. And maybe a little bit of like cross arm stretch. We did a lot on our shoulders today, so a little shoulder stretching might feel good. Some circles. Yeah, bye, Molly. You too. Nice job. That was a sneaky way to do lots of push-ups.